Okay, I think I have it all set up. Hi, my name is Sophia, and I've had this YouTube channel for a really long time, and I kind of use it and then don't use it for a while and then come back, and so here I am. So if you're watching this, thank you. And yeah, I just want to say hi, and today I'm talking about some advice and my experience in college and some things that I've learned. So if that is interesting to you, please keep listening. So yeah, I'll kind of introduce myself a little bit more. I'm a sophomore at the University of Cincinnati in Ohio. I apologize for the background noise. I know there's going to be some. I live in an urban area, so you definitely will hear that. And yeah, I've had this YouTube channel for a really long time, and I love it, and I kind of miss making the videos, and so before the year gets really crazy, I have some time to kind of sit down and do this, so I'm really excited. Just kind of like a disclaimer before I go into any of this stuff. This is my opinion, my experience. This is how college has gone for me, and also keep in mind I've been going, my first year last year was during the pandemic. So my experience probably looks a lot different than other people's experiences if they've gone to college in the past. But I kind of want to make this because these are videos that I used to watch all the time, like when I was in middle school and high school. And I don't know, I think it's fun to do this and make for somebody else to watch. And also, it's kind of just a really lonely time, and I feel like we're kind of moving back, at least in the pandemic, like moving backwards of that. I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, but I kind of see like an isolation coming again. So we've gone through a year of isolation, and so it just times can be hard, and it's hard for everyone, and getting back to normal life. And so yeah, I thought this was an appropriate video to make. If I'm looking over here, all of my notes are on here of the things I want to talk about in this video, so that's why. Also apologize, I'm totally going to look at myself the entire time. How can you make a video and not look at yourself the entire time? Okay, so anyways, I'll just get started. So these are 10 things I've learned so far in college. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to say that I've learned, but also am still learning, is that it's okay to not know what you're doing. And the reason why it's okay is because neither does anyone else. So I think, at least for me, there was a lot of pressure in high school to kind of pick the specific major that you want and like know exactly what you want to do. And you know, you see a big list of majors when you're looking at schools, and you see a lot of different things. And for me, there was a lot of different things that I liked, but nothing really on there that I was like, oh yeah, that's for me. So basically what I'm trying to get at is it's okay if you're not totally sure what you want to do. It's really hard to make that decision when you're 17, 18 years old, especially when you're going someplace that costs thousands of dollars, and it could be away from home, and it will affect the rest of your life. Like it just will affect the relationships that you make. But what some advice that I have heard along the way is, one, there's a lot of people who get jobs that don't have to do with their degree, or can be a different part of their degree, or sometimes it is just totally different and they just got involved with different people, and you know, it's just how life works. Like you just kind of have to roll with it. And I think that's something that I've just learned from this last year overall. It's just like going with the flow. And I feel like we make plans and God laughs, and all of a sudden there's a pandemic, and all of a sudden that this thing you really wanted doesn't happen, and now we're in quarantine, and you know what I mean? Like I think it's just going with the flow. And so if your school is the option, like I would totally recommend doing an exploratory major starting out. I didn't do that. I started in nursing after thinking I was going to go into fashion design, and then switched from nursing to like business and fashion, and then now I'm in education. So I wish I kind of like put the brakes on and did an exploratory semester. Anyways, second one is to get involved. This is super cheesy, you hear this everywhere. I feel like when you watch movies and it's like there's a college and stuff, it's like all the different clubs and all this different stuff. I could not push this anymore because I think definitely if you're going to school in a time of a pandemic, it can get very lonesome. And it's just, college kind of gives you a way of meeting people not from your hometown. And although that's great to have people from your hometown, and for me, I'm going to school very close to my hometown, so there's a lot of people here. But you meet people from all over, and it kind of can expand your, your own like perspectives and how you see the world and who you already know, and can help you grow, and just meeting people different from you is really cool. And so for me, it was joining a sorority, which, to be honest, at the beginning I did not want to join one. My parents kind of made me do it, or at least try to rush and do that stuff, because I was isolated. I lived in an apartment with one other girl, I had my boyfriend, and that was it. I wasn't going to in-person classes, I was not seeing people. So through the sorority, I have met my best friends who I'm actually living with now, and it's made my college experience. Like, college was really hard starting, especially doing it alone and in isolation, and it like totally changed everything for me. So and I did not have a big group of friends in high school, so anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. But just getting involved in things, in different clubs or a church or an internship or yeah, I don't know, just like there's a bunch of different things. You just have to kind of put yourself out there. Okay. Number 3 is let go of who you were. I think that can be a positive or a negative thing. For me, high school was a place full of insecurity and popularity, and so coming to college, it has really allowed me to let go of those insecurities and to let go of feeling like I can't get out, and kind of just letting go of how people thought of me there, because where you're going, sorry, stupid text messages. Letting go of what people thought of you in high school allows you to just have a fresh start now, and when making new friends is they know you now like how you are right now. The first day of meeting you is how they see you. Like, they don't know where you're from, they don't know where what your family's like, how much money they have, they don't know how well you did in school, and frankly nobody cares. And I think that is so freeing, just like letting go of the baggage and letting go of that, and that you can just be who you are now, I think is really awesome. Number 4, this is just a quick one, but just spending money wisely. I think it can be in high school, like everything is really monitored for us and how much money you spend, and there's not a lot of things you can really buy in high school. But when you do get to college, there's a lot of food, and there's a lot of parties, and there's a lot of shopping things, and no one's there to tell you really that you can't. So yeah, that's why I just say spend your money wisely. Number 5, this is also, everyone says this all the time, but this was a big one for me, is turning off my phone and also muting people. And when I say muting, I mean like on social media. That was actually a really big struggle for me. My first year of college was looking at everyone else's college experience. In high school, that was not really that big of a deal for me. In college, that hit me really hard. And so whether it is just turning your phone off or like seeing those accounts, I had a few people in my brain that I could not see what they posted. Like it would like ruin me, and I know it's super dramatic, but I didn't want to unfollow them. I like them, and if they ever tried to reach out to me, I wanted to, whatever. So Instagram and Snapchat, like they all have mute buttons where you mute that account, and that totally just helped me a lot. Number 6 is find where you recharge. So it can be really draining, especially now if we're going back in person. for me, it's hitting me kind of hard of being around people all the time, because I went from just not being around people all the time. So it's just kind of a really big adjustment. So it's so important to find where you can be relaxed and be recharged. That way, when you are going into your schoolwork, or you are hanging out with friends, or you are working and getting a job, or you have the energy to do so, and you have the motivation to do so. Number 7 is actually one of my favorite things about college, and it is to surround yourself with good people. This is one of my favorite things because in college you have the choice most times of who you're going to hang out with and who you're going to surround yourself with. And of course you have the exceptions of if you're in class with them every single day, whatever. But it's not to the extent of high school when you're there for 8 hours. Every single day you see the same people every single day, and you live in the same town, and you know the same people. It's not that way. You actually have the freedom and the choice to choose who you're gonna be around. And everyone says that in high school, like, you know, it's all who your crowd is, but a lot of the times you cannot choose. And everyone feels so insecure in high school that it's hard to branch out and like go and hang out with people who are not cool or whatever. And so surround yourself with people who keep you humble and keep you grounded, but also keep you motivated, and they want the best for you. That's just so important. Tying with that is surrounding yourself with a good space. So for me, I have you can't see it, but I have this mood board on my wall, and it's with people that I just look up to and things that I like, and it just keeps a good space. And putting like mood lighting and candles, and for me this is like my recharge area. Also finding a good place to do schoolwork, place that you feel excited to go to and feel motivated to work there. So whether that is a desk in your room or your favorite coffee shop, like explore those places, or different libraries. My school has some really pretty libraries with a lot of windows. Finding kind of your spot and maybe your study people, or whether you do that alone, find a good space. Number 9, kind of going with surrounding yourself with good people, is build on old and new relationships, and really make them deep. Have depth. So pick a few people that you feel like you can go deeper in your relationship with, because in college you're going to meet a lot of people, and there'll be a lot of not like superficial friendships, but you'll just have a lot of friends and a lot of acquaintances, and you're just going to be around a lot of people. So whether you have somebody from home that can kind of know you, know your family, and know that part of you is really good, and like hold on to them and build on that, but also finding somebody who knows the new you, and can kind of go through these new experiences together. I think that has really helped me, and I think it's really important. And sometimes it takes a little bit of courage to start having those deeper conversations, and open up and being vulnerable with somebody else. But I promise you, it'll make your experience that much better and easier, having people around you that can make this whole change and everything just a lot better and a lot smoother. And number 10, my final piece of advice for college, is to just put it into perspective. It's only 4 years of your life. So we have this big long life, and if you're going into a lot more schooling, okay, that's for you. But your undergraduate degree is literally only 4 years of your life. And my mom helped me, she helped me put things in perspective, saying that when you are freaking out your major, or freaking out about how much money you're spending, or freaking out about where you're gonna live, it is only 4 years of your life. And because it's only 4 years of your life, it's not to say that don't make the most out of it, but have fun and do things that you love and work really hard. And yeah, I think that's really all I have to say. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And maybe I'll see you soon and maybe not. Bye.